29th of April, Rabbi Furst, Mishna Berura, counting the Omer.
Right. Good. Okay, so you have the Shulchan Aruch there. Let me get my Mishnah Berurah. We left off yesterday in Tov Pei Tet. That's Hilchos Shmiras Omer.
Okay, Tet. I think we did Aleph, right?
We started Aleph. We didn't do the Mishnah Berurah, so we started the Mishnah Berurah a bit. You want to review the Mechaber just so we get our.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. That'd be good. Let's get to that page. Okay, let's see. Bilal Sheni the Bachar Tefilas Aravis Maschilin Lispor HaOmer. So on the second night of Pesach, after Mariv, we begin counting the Omer. The Im Shachach Lispor B'Techilas Halayla. And if you forgot to count in the beginning of the night, Olech v'sofer kol halayla. Go and count all the night.
I mean, you can count through the whole of the night.
Right. So in other words, if you don't, you should count at the very beginning of the night. But if you don't, you have the whole night to do it. Umitzvah
Right.
al kol echad lispor la'atzmo, and it's a commandment on every person to count for himself. The tarich lispor me'umad, and it's required to count techila. What's techila? First?
At the beginning, first you make the bracha with soap and then count. I mean, don't count first and then make the bracha. You make the just like in most cases, you always make the bracha before you do the act. You make that pray H before you eat the apple. You make the bracha laniach tefillin and then you put on the tefillin. Right. So here also you make the bracha and then you do your counting.
So you make the bracha first, and then you v'sofer hayamim, and then you count the days. V'hashavuos, and the weeks. Ketzad, for example.
Bye.
Have a good day, Judy. Let's see. For example, the Yom Harishon, on the first day, Omer Hayom Yom Echad. Today is day one. Ba'omer, of the Omer. Magia Zion, when it reaches the seventh Yamim day, Yomar, then you say Hayom Shiv'a Yamim Shehem Shvu'a Echad Ba'omer. Today is the seventh day, 1 week of the Omer. V'yom Chet, and on day 8, Yomar Hayom Shmona Yamim Shehem Shvu'a Echad V'yom Echad Ba'omer. On the 8th day, you say today is the 8th day, which is 1 week and 1 day of the Omer. V'chein ad sheyagia le'arba'a asar Yomar Hayom Arba'a Asar Yamim Shehem Shnei Shavuos Ba'omer. And similarly, until you reach the 14th day, you say, today is the 14th day. That is 2 weeks of the Omer. V'al derech zeh moneh v'holech ad mem tet yom. And in this way, you count and go until the 49th day.
Okay, very good. Let's do the Mishna Berura where we left off. And where we started. I'll tell you. I'll Okay, 1 second. Let's move. Yeah, Sivkat and Hay. You were interested in about women counting with the bracha. I haven't had a chance to look into that. I'll see if I have a chance to look that up.
Yeah, that would be helpful because that's been our custom for a long time that we say it together.
Yeah. Okay.
Lispor la'atzmo. He counts for himself. Dichsiv usefartem lachem. It is written, and you will count for yourselves. Mashma she hamitzvah chal al kol yachid v'yachid. It would seem that this mitzvah is incumbent upon each and every person. V'hinei mashma mizeh de visfira Eino kamo bishar mitzvos hatalui ba'amira le'inyan kiddush v'havdalah v'chayotze bo. And it would seem from this that the counting is not like the other commandments that are dependent upon speech. For the matter of Kiddush and Havdalah, that a person can be Yotze in it. So in other words, you can be Yotze on somebody else saying Kiddush or Havdalah, but you can't be Yotze on somebody else saying the counting the Omer. You got to count it actually yourself.
Right.
De'im shema lechavero v'nis kavein latzeis diotze bezeh mishum de shomea kaone. That if he hears his friend and his intention is to fulfill with this, because of the principle of hearing is like doing, Bahacha Gilsa HaTorah V'lo Yatsa Kol Kama V'lo Saper Da'atzmo. Here, it's revealed by the Torah that he does not fulfill kol kama. Kol kama is all the time.
That he doesn't fulfill so much.
So much that he does not count by himself. So it's revealed by the Torah that he doesn't.
Kol kama the low the well, I guess kol kama means the whole any time. He's not Yotzi any time he doesn't count for himself.
Anytime, right? Anytime he doesn't count for himself, right? Interesting.
Actually, okay. Let's we're in the middle here, but we've gone over time. Let's wait. We'll review this again tomorrow. This is an important point that whether or not a person can be Yotzi Shmei Ka'oina, a very important halacha. Okay.
Right. All right. Thank you, Rabbi.
All right. Thank you, Mitzvah Shem. Hope to see you tomorrow.
Should be here tomorrow. I don't see any problem with that.
Okay.
Okay. Have a great day. And I guess tomorrow we can talk about when we want to have a further discussion.
Yeah, very good. We'll try and schedule something later this week. That'll be good.
Okay. Terrific.
Okay. Be well.
All right. Kol Tuv.
Shalom. Bye. Have a great afternoon.
You too.